Hey, what is going on everybody? It is Nolan, or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to another tutorial. Today we are doing a request sent in by TrainFan5547 for an EMIRATES livery of the 777 that we built a few months back. So as soon as I can figure out how to get out of here, we can go ahead and get started with the materials. So we are using waxed exposed cut copper for these blocks. That is the closest we could get to that gold look. We will need slabs, blocks, and stairs for this. We are also going to need a few different colors of concrete. So we will need some black concrete, red concrete, white concrete, and green concrete. Also, I am assuming that you have already built this 777, either that or you are just a big EMIRATES fan and want to watch this. If you have not built this yet and you would like it, I will link the tutorial down in the description. I have a few different liveries myself, including a house livery for the channel. So if you want any of these others, leave a request for them. I'm more than happy to do them, but I just don't want to fill the channel with videos if people aren't going to watch them. So again, thanks for the request, TrainFan. Let's get right into this tutorial, beginning with the EMIRATES spelled out here on the side. So right here where we have this front door, leave a 1 block gap going back, and then on those second blocks we can break 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The letters will be the height of those 5 blocks, and we can replace those with waxed cut copper. I will show 2 different ways to do this. The first will be with stairs to help make the letters, so you will have these gaps here in the plane. If you don't like that, I will show the second way, which is a lower resolution of the text, but it does not have any of those extra gaps. So of course, we are starting off with the E, so we have that line of the copper right there, extend that by 1 block on the top and bottom, and then right here place an upside down stair, on the top a right side up stair, and right here in the middle wreck those 2 quart stairs and replace those with upside down copper stairs facing the back. Anytime we have these windows, we will generally just follow the pattern of those just to keep things consistent if you have done the inside of it. And then leave a 1 block gap, and we are going to break 1, 2, 3, and 4 and replace those with copper. Right here where that window was, we can put a stair right there, and then 1 more stair extending forward like this, and then a full 3 blocks just like that going to the bottom, and then 2 more stairs right here just like that, and then under that last stair 2 more blocks of copper. So we now have the E and the M. For the I, very straightforward. Again, a 1 block gap, 2 blocks of copper, and then a right side up stair actually facing the forward. So that window is a little off. Again, if you are not... Wait, never mind. I take that back. Replace that stair, 1 block gap, and then the dot right above it. So that window is left alone. And then leave a 1 block gap, and then break 1, 2, 3, and 4, 3 blocks, and then a right side up stair facing the back. Right here, 1 block down from that, going 2 blocks to the back, break those with a gap. You might have a door right here. In fact, I don't know why I don't. I should. There, so you probably have a door right there. We will break that top part of the door and place a right side up stair on that, and then an upside down stair facing the front, just like that. And we are now halfway, so let's do the A. This one and the E are the 2 most complicated letters, so you kind of have to follow along closely, but we will do fine. Right here, 1 block gap from that door, replace that with a copper block, and then wreck 2 more blocks going back, 2 blocks below that, 1 block above it on the far right, and then 3 across the top just like that. So you can already kind of see that A taking shape. Here on the bottom, we are going to place a right side up or upside down stair facing the front in that front block, and then one facing the back on that back block, just like that. Place 2 copper blocks on the far right hand side, and then a right side up stair on top of those facing the back, another right side up stair facing the front on that middle, and then an upside down stair facing the front, just like that. In this gap right here, place a right side up stair, and that should look, an upside down stair facing the back, and that should look like that. So we now have our A. Again, these are those gaps I was talking about, but we will take care of those with an alternative build for this. Then leave a 2 block gap. On the third block, break 1, 2, 3, and 4. A right side up stair facing the front, and then an upside down stair there in the middle just to match those windows, and then 2 blocks below that. Next to that upside down stair on either side, we can place 2 more upside down stairs, just like that. You can't really view this from, well, I guess you kind of can view it from up close, but once you step back, you hardly even notice those gaps, and you really just notice the text. And for the E, go to this quartz block right here, go ahead and replace that with a copper block, 1 more below it. Below that copper block, an upside down stair facing the front, and on top of it, a right side up stair facing the front. Then wreck that top block, another stair going towards the back, and then go down diagonally by 1 block, upside down copper stair, and then do that same thing 1 more time with an upside down copper stair, or right side up copper stair right there, just like that. And then wreck these bottom 2 blocks, a full block of copper in the middle, and a right side up stair facing the front. So there is our E. I'm realizing something is off about this. That bottom block in the middle should actually be a right side up stair facing the back. It's definitely very hard to see on my picture because we have these 4 smaller tiles, and then that ends up looking like a full block. But that's okay, we only have 1 letter to go, and that is the S. So right here in this part of the E that sticks out a little bit, leave a 1 block gap, and then wreck that second quartz stair, replace that with a right side up copper stair facing the front, go up in diagonal, do that same thing 1 more time, right behind that an upside down stair facing the back. Right here, go down diagonally, upside down facing the front, behind it, right side up facing the back, just like this. Underneath this stair right here, we are going to have an upside down stair facing the back, and a right side upside down stair, facing the front. There we go. There is the logo on the side. Now, I did mention there is an alternative way to do this if you don't like all of those little gaps in there. Anywhere that we have a stair not in line with those windows, you can replace it with full blocks, just like this. And this goes for everything all the way across, even the S right here. We can just replace all of those with full blocks of copper. Even on that A right here, another full block of copper. And what this is going to do is it's going to make the logo a little less detailed, but it still captures that same shape. And if you are far away enough, it doesn't look all that different. Now for the other side, you will do that exact same pattern, except you will line up from the back part of this S. Actually, hang on, nope. One more thing to add. We need to add the calligraphy EMIRATES in the, I think it's Arabic calligraphy EMIRATES spelled out either right there, or I know it's spelled out on the engine. I did look into this a little bit, but I don't remember for certain. But we are going to add that real quick. So right here at the end of the S, leave a 1 block gap, and then 2 blocks tall with the copper, and then extend that back by 2 blocks and up by 1 more, so we have that little U shape, and then leave another 1 block gap and make this backwards L right there, just like that. Now we can go to the other side right here, again staying in line with what we just finished, and then we will continue the pattern once again, spelling out EMIRATES, beginning with the E, and we can follow those quartz stairs there in the middle. And that will go all the way to the front. Now we are going to do, this I know is the Arabic calligraphy on the engine that spells out EMIRATES. That I did confirm. So take out your copper stairs. On this row of stairs on the outside of the engine, go 1 block back, replace that, 1 block gap, and 1 more copper stair. Then on that second copper stair, place a waxed exposed copper slab right above it, extend that forward by 1. And then we are going to go diagonally from each of those stairs, replace those with blocks. Underneath that front block, an upside down stair, extend that back by 1. That obviously is not Arabic calligraphy, but that is just as close as I could get that rough design. Really hard to turn Arabic calligraphy into a 3x4 Minecraft pattern. And I have already done it on this side. Again, it is going to be mirrored, so that is how that looks. I will pause here for a moment. You can go ahead and pause the video and just replicate that. It is very straightforward. Now we just need to do the tail of the plane. Of course, you can see it right down here. We are going to do that up here. And to begin, we can go ahead and take our white concrete, and right here, these front 2 blocks, we can replace those with white concrete. That is quartz. I want white concrete. There we go. And then go up and back diagonally by 1 block. It should look like that. Behind that white concrete, we can rack 1, 2, 3, and 4, and replace that with 4 red concrete. And then 1, 2, replace that with white concrete, and then 1, 2, and 3, replace that with black concrete, and on those final 2 blocks, replace that with white concrete. So we are going to fill in the white concrete pattern first, and then it will be easier to fill in the rest of those colors. So for this, these 2 middle white concrete here, we are going to go up and back, and we are going to continue this pattern just like that 5 times in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Fill that in with white concrete, and then we are going to go up again and then back 2 blocks. So that is a row of 3. And then on top of that, same thing again, up and then back 2 blocks for a row of 3. And then another row of 3 going from the back part right here. This will be 2. And then another row of 2. And then that will go up by 1. And then this last corner right here will be 1. So that is how that looks from the side. That is 3, 3, 2, 2, and then 1 and 1. Right here where we have this row of 2, on the back part of that, rack 1, 2, and 3 blocks above it, and replace that with green concrete. On top of that, white concrete and white concrete, extend that forward by 1, and then we are going to continue that same pattern, back, up, back, just like that until we can't go any farther. And then in this top corner block right there, white concrete as well. So now it should be pretty simple to fill in all of these colors. Everything right here will be black concrete, everything right here will be green, and everything here will be red. Actually, hang on, I take that back. This will not all be black concrete. Right here, where we have this upside down L, this bottom block right here will be white concrete, and then go down diagonally, another white concrete block, and then down, and then over one more. So that should look like that. And then we can fill this in with black concrete. And that should look something like this. Right down here, we can go down once again with our black concrete, extend that back by 1, just like this, and then extend this forward 1, 2, and 3 until it is 1 block under that red concrete, and then 1, 2, and 3, just like this. That should look like that. This right here will all be white concrete, and we can wreck in between those slabs as well until we get to the body of the plane. All of this quartz right here will become red concrete. And then of course this red pattern will extend down the plane just a little bit more, as you can see down there. To do that, we are going to replace these back 2 blocks with red concrete, just like this. And then we are actually going to break 2 rows of slabs, so we will be left with a 2x2 area of slabs. Same thing over here on this side, that back row of blocks, and then wreck 2 rows of slabs, just like that. On the front of that red concrete, go down and diagonal by 1, extend that towards the back of the plane by 1. And then same thing again, go down diagonal by 1. This time we will go forward like that. Underneath those red concrete, we can place 2 more, extend that forward by 1. Underneath that red concrete, we can replace that with a red concrete, extend it forward by 1 and back by 1. And then find the middle of that row, go directly underneath it, place 1, 2, 3, and 4 going towards the front. So it will cut through that door, and it will be diagonal with that very last window that we have. Underneath that front block, 1 red concrete, extend that forward by 1, and then go in and diagonal from that front red concrete and extend that forward by 1. So that is how that looks. We can do the exact same thing on this side. So those front 2 blocks right here, replace those with red concrete. And then another row on the front, extend that forward by 1, and then go down 2 more rows or 2 more blocks, extend that forward by 1, and then go down 1 block, forward by 1, back by 1, find that middle, go down 1 more, extend this forward until it is a total of 4 blocks, like that. Go down from that middle, out by 1, down from that, and out by 1 more. And we should see that that lines up. We have 2 more things that we need to do. Number 1, and I'm realizing I forgot these materials, but this is very self-explanatory. On the belly of the plane, we have these slabs right here. Of course, yours will be quartz, not mangrove, but you can replace all of those slabs with mangrove slabs to get that red belly. They have the EMIRATES logo underneath there. And actually, I don't know why I didn't think to do this, but you can take some quartz slabs and you can go ahead and spell out EMIRATES just like this. Of course, it will have to be very small text, but that's okay. I don't think we will have enough space actually, so if you want, you can just have these quartz slabs extending across the bottom. And I'm going to leave 4 blocks on this side and 4 blocks on that side, and then we can just sprinkle in some mangrove slabs just to make it look a little bit more like writing. There we go. And the very last thing is to put the website link right here on the bottom. Just flyemirates.com. Of course, we don't have enough space to write that out, so we will use black concrete. Go underneath the M right here, that first part of the M. Find that block diagonally from it, go back by 1 and wreck 1, 2, 3. Leave a 1 block gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 block gap, 1, 2, and we can fill all of that in with black concrete, just like that, and we are finished. that is the EMIRATES livery. This one is definitely a little bit complicated. As simple as it is, there is a lot of... It's just a very flowy design, so there's a lot of difficult details to capture in Minecraft, but I would say this is not bad. Of course, I would love to see pictures if you have designed a better one. I would not be opposed to seeing that, but I hope this was easy enough to follow, and I hope you are happy with it, TrainFan5547, and everyone else who wants this livery as well. But that's where we are going to end it for this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, definitely hit that thumbs up button, and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on daily content as soon as I publish it. Check the description for some more important information, links how to contact me, all of that good stuff. And with all of that being said, comment, like, subscribe, remember to stay optimistic, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye!